Hi everyone, I wanted to do a quick video for assignment 1. I found out that assignment 1's original video is from last term. So just let me try and explain what assignment 1 is about, if for those of you that prefer to watch the video quickly to try and get a summary. So this does not replace reading the actual instructions, by the way. So assignment 1 is the following. What we have here, and I'm going to have to look to the right, but what we have here over this side is we're going to be making a number of structures. We're going to make a student structure, a course structure, and a registrar structure. We'll also have to make a fourth structure, which is like this sort of fake, hacky student input structure, just because we do not have the pointers to the courses until later. So for week 1, you're going to be making the structures, and then you're actually going to define the function. Let me see down here. So here are some sample code that you can actually just use, and then you're going to define a function called find course. Find course will take an array of courses and find a particular course. And you might wonder, why would I want that? Well, hopefully you'll realize why you want that. You want that so that later on you can actually use this to find the course you're looking for. So you have a student that's in 2400, you can easily find BIT 2400 quickly. So that is week 1. You could test out that code. Week number 2, you're going to be making this registrar structure, and then you're going to make functions like print registrar, which would print out all the information you need from the registrar. You might also want other functions as well, like the number of registered students or print course information. Other helper functions. This is how I break down a big problem, and hopefully how you would break down the same big problem. So you're not forced to follow this in some extremely rigid way, but the key is for each one of these steps, make sure it works, then move on to the next step. Test your code while you're doing it. Don't just assume it's going to work. If you have a compiler, stop, fix it, then move on. If you just write all your code and then try and compile, you will have a very bad time. So here is an example of the code in action. I'm a main function. I'm going to make an array of students. I'm going to make an array of courses. I'm going to find each of these courses, call find course, and put the pointer to that course in my array of students, which is why we have that. That's why we have find course. What we have at the end, though, is the interesting part. I make a registrar. I set everything up. Fine. I call print registrar. Great. I get to see what all my courses, all my student information would look like. Then I'm going to change something. I'm going to change the maximum enrollment of one of my courses, just because I can. Or you can change the name of your course, whatever works for you. I think I suggested changing the maximum enrollment. And then I'm going to call print registrar again. And what I should see is a change in with the information being printed off everywhere, not just in one place. It means that you're using a pointer, and that means that you did things correctly. If you're using a pointer, it means, so when you make a change in one piece of data, if it's pointing to that data, everything gets reflected everywhere. So let's have a look at what the heck this looks like. I'm going to move a screen over to the side here, but that should be no problem. Here we go. This is what I get when I run my program. I am, say, the number of registered students. I just want to get some kind of feedback to see what it looks like. You wouldn't lose points for that. What we're looking for is what this thing does. So I am printing off the 6 students in the class. I am then printing off the information about the 4 courses. And then I'm doing the whole thing over again after I've made a change to the maximum enrollment. And that's what we end up seeing here, that things change when you go to the next part. So the maximum enrollment is now 150 when it was 90. That's what this assignment's about. It's really about getting you used to arrays, structs, and the general basic pointers and the basic components for C. So just a review of BIT 1400. We will see this exact same concept again, the students and the courses, when we deal with objects, because we'll do it in an object-oriented way for assignment 3, I believe. All right. Hopefully that's helpful in some way, and hopefully please ask any questions that you have if anything is confusing. Thanks.